Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik Dervish. Being a good conversationalist, being able to talk, which could generate respect for us in the minds and the hearts of the people, that is something really great. Every one of us, every one of us want to be a good conversationalist. Why? Because these people are heard, because these people are respected, because these people enter the minds and the hearts of the people. So, for all these reasons, it is really an honor to become a good conversationalist. Now, once we are talking about, you know, being able to make the good conversation, almost all the people think that being a person like that one, we need to have a lot of knowledge, we need to have a lot of skill in talking. That's all fine, I don't disagree with that, but there are relatively or even considerably easier way to achieve the same status as well, the status of being a good conversationalist. That is really a great honor. Being a good conversationalist is the topic of our today's discussion, and to be able to talk well, to be able to make our talk a validating one, to be able to deliver an authentic content on the subject. I have included the expert opinion, the opinion of an expert in the form of an article that is really fine. The article I have chosen today to be talked about, and the subject is, if someone asks these 12 questions, they are a great conversationalist. If at all somebody asks these 12 questions, they are a great conversationalist. That is how simple it is. I again don't negate the importance of the knowledge. I again don't deny the importance of the talking skill. These are all important. But if at all we could achieve the status of a good conversationalist just by asking the right question in the right manner, I think then this is the easiest way possible, and to the amazement of the people, it's not that easy, it's not that simple to ask the right question, to ask the pertinent question. It's not that simple. That's why most of the people are seen asking the stupid question. Most of the people are seen making the stupid conversation. We don't have to do all that. That is, dear friends and fellows, we need to understand it is really important. Now, as far our today's article is concerned, if somebody asks these 12 questions, they are a great conversationalist. This is an article by the Tina Fey. Tina Fey is a well-known researcher and author, and like this beautiful article, she has written a lot of good content on different related subjects as well: applied psychology, personal achievement, and things like this one. Now let's look upon the list of those 12 questions which, if at all we start asking, we start putting forward in front of the people, we could become a good conversationalist. First of all, she says, "That's so interesting. Can you tell me more?" That's so interesting. Can you tell me more? But please let me repeat that every question is not suitable for every sort of situation. Every sort of situation demand a different sort of question, and all of these 12 questions we cannot ask simultaneously. We cannot ask randomly. We do have to find a suitable place. But all of these 12 questions, these are really important, worth remembering, worth putting forward. And the first question, she says, "That's so interesting. Can you tell me more?" This wherever it is needed. In this way, the other person will feel honored to talk more. And here, the crux of the matter is that we have to let the people talk and let them feel that their voice is being heard in a respectful, in a focused and attentive manner. This way, if at all we do that, people will like us and they will prefer us over the people, even over the people who are seen delivering the lecture, and the people, even the honorable, respectable, distinguished people from the society, they too will like to they too will like to have us closer to them. So the first question is, that's so interesting. Can you tell me more? And the second question is, so anyway, enough about me. What have you been working on lately? And once we have talked finishing, once we have finished the talking, once we have completed our talk, we should not be very lengthy while talking. And after that, we need to ask, so anyway, enough about me. What have you been working on lately? That was the second question. The third is that that's something I know absolutely nothing about. Will you explain it to me? That's something I know absolutely nothing about. Will you explain it to me? The fourth question is, and how do you feel about that? Letting the other person share their feelings with us, and this is something really very sensitive. Everybody is very curious, very careful about their feeling, and the feelings of theirs is the most important thing for them. And now we have invited them to share their feeling with us on the subject. The fifth question is, I am sorry that happened. Do you want to talk about it? Mean, if at all something unpleasant has happened, or possibly unpleasant thing has happened, in that case, we need to say, we need to ask this question, I am sorry that happened. Do you want to talk about it? So that is the question for that situation. Now, the number six question is, I am curious what to do. I am curious, what do you make it all? I am curious, what do you make it all? If at all they have completed, if at all they have accomplished something worthwhile, so we can consider that this is something a bit difficult, and maybe it's not that easy for everyone else. In that sort of situation, we need to ask, I'm curious, what do you make it all? So that's mean they have done something which was not that simple or easy. Now the seventh question is, what do you think you would do in that situation? Again, we don't have to pry anyone else at all, we don't have to grill anyone else at all. We rather have to be very sportive, we rather have to be very curious, we rather have to be very respectful, we rather have to be very focused. What do you think? What do you think you would do in that situation, if at all it is pleasant, unpleasant, whatever? I mean, it's not like insulting them, not trying them, not grilling them, not interrogating them, rather in quite a respectful and curious manner. Now, the number eight question is, I don't think I agree with you, but I would really like to try to see your side. So, can you share more? If at all there is something else, and where we are not on the same page, and where we do have to differ with their opinion, and now even at this point too, we have to be careful and cautious, we have to be respectful, and we have to be considerate about their feeling, about their opinion as well. Yet it is our right not to agree upon each and everything else. And in that sort of situation, question is a very pertinent one. I don't think I agree with you, but I would really like to try to, I will really like to try to see your side. So can you share more? Mean, getting the maximum information, their opinion, their feeling, and then proceeding the reconsidering our opinion. Number nine question is, that must have been hard. No, okay. If at all there was an unpleasant or a hard situation, we should say that must have been hard. We need to be actually empathetic. We need to be compassionate toward them. So it actually means acknowledging their feelings, if at all they were not feeling that good, comfortable. Now the 10th question is, I heard something I think is pretty funny. I heard something I think is pretty funny, or pretty strange, or pretty interesting. So we can use any of these three words. I heard something I think is pretty funny, or pretty strange, or pretty interesting the other day. Did you know about that? Did you know that? Mean, if at all, we want to know whether they are informed and aware of something or not. So this is the right way, the best way to ask this question. Now the 11th question is, I am not sure if I understand. Could you explain it to me again? If at all they told us something, but we could not grasp it in that context, we can ask this question. We need to ask this question. I'm not sure if I understand. Could you explain it to me again? So that was the 11th question. The 12th question is, and how or why did you get into that? If at all you think that they should not have participated, should not have poked their nose, should not have entered, should not have attempted, should have ignored any situation, in that case we can ask this question, and how or why did you get into that? So these were, that was a very useful article for becoming a good conversationalist, as being a good conversationalist is a dream of each and every one of us. If someone asks these 12 questions, they are a great conversationalist. That beautiful and useful article by Tina Fey. Tina Fey is a known researcher and author, and she has done a commendable research work on the related subject on applied psychology, personal achievement, training, etc., etc. So I think that becoming a good conversationalist, it's not that complicated and it's quite achievable. Thank you.